Hey everybody, Rebecca here for the January 2022 budget review. This is an interesting month. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm in the process of selling this house and buying another house, and my budget is very abnormal from what it usually is. But before we dive in to my January budget, I do have to mention I have started a Ko-Fi page. And on my page, I have some of the spreadsheets that I use on this channel. So if you've been with me for a while and you have ever thought to yourself that you like this budget spreadsheet that I use, or my net worth and savings rate tracker, or the passive income tracker spreadsheets that I have those available on my Ko-Fi site. They are all free. The link to that Ko-Fi site is down in the description, and I will also put it in the pinned comment of all of my videos that I have coming out going forward. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Rebecca. I am working on getting to financial independence and retiring early. That is the whole purpose of this channel, me showing y'all my quest to FIRE. So if you are interested in following this journey, then feel free to subscribe down below. I am extremely transparent on the channel. I always have been. I share my real numbers with you guys, and with that, let's see how January 2022 went for me. Okay, here it is. Y'all can see that I like to use Google Sheets for my budget, and the budget spreadsheet I use is pretty simple, you guys. I have had a few people ask me for it, so I decided to just set up that Ko-Fi page and go ahead and share the spreadsheets that I use on the channel on that page. So y'all can see that when I set up my budget every month, I plan for my expenses in this budgeted column. As the month goes on, I fill out what actually happens in column D. Over here to the side is just dates that my bills were paid. If I want to track that, you can also use this as just a notes column if you like. I have a column here that shows how much you were over or under budget, and your total percentage of your net income is over here in this last column. So starting at the net income section here, y'all can see I have several things listed. I do block out some things just for privacy. I don't show my individual paychecks on here, but I do share most of my income, and I show you my totals at the bottom down here. So y'all can see that January was a pretty darn good month, and the main reason for that is the due diligence money that I was paid from the buyers of this house. They offered me $5,000 of due diligence money for me to accept their offer on the house and go forward with selling it to them. I had multiple people actually offer me $5,000 due diligence money, but the one that I accepted from the buyers of this house, they offered me $5,000 due diligence for the place, and they also offered the highest purchase price. So I could tell that they really wanted the place. That is the offer that I went with to sell this house. And you know, I'm not settled in the new place yet, obviously, but once I do and figure out all of the renovations that I'm gonna make in the new place and how much that is going to cost me, I will do a separate video that goes over all the finances of selling this house and buying that one. I did have a few random small things for the month of January. I got a $5 check from Wells Fargo. They had my student loans years and years ago, and my student loans are now paid off, but basically they sent a letter out saying, oh yeah, we fucked up on your student loans years and years ago. Here's $5. We miscalculated interest or something. So I was like, okay, whatever. Am I surprised by this? No. Wells Fargo sucks. I hate them so much, y'all. They get so much bad press as well. Like, I would never bank with them. Anyhow, CoinOut is one of the apps that I use where I scan in receipts from things that I buy every month, and I reached the $20 threshold to cash out from the app, so I took that 20 bucks. I sold some stuff around the house here. You know, anytime that you move, you end up finding things here or there that have a little value you don't just want to give away, so I got 40 bucks from selling a few things around the house. The Fidelity Rewards, this is my main credit card that I use that gives me 2% cash back, and I turned on the auto redemption, so that way I won't have to manually redeem my rewards every month. But when I turn that on, it means that I'm going to get paid in the 1st of February. So I didn't actually get any rewards from my credit card in the calendar month of January, but all of the rewards that I earned in January will be paid out to me in February. So that's why this is blank. And AdSense is what I get from people watching my YouTube videos. You have to reach a $100 threshold before Google will pay you. And I did not reach that threshold in January. The ad revenue really has been down a bunch lately. Some of the larger financial channels on YouTube have talked about this as well. So I didn't get any YouTube money for January of 2022. That's fine. It just builds up until you reach that $100 threshold and then they'll pay you. So y'all can see for the totals down here at the bottom, I budgeted $9,230 and I came in at $9,130. Fairly close. Moving down into the bills and spending section category of the budget. House payment, as usual, is $536. That is the house payment for this house. It is going to go up for the new house. I believe the new payment is going to be around $820 a month. So that is a difference of about $280, but the fact that I am cutting my long commute in half, over half really, is going to save a lot of money when it comes to car expenses, gas, wear and tear on my vehicle. Plus, it's gonna make it easier on me. I am a third shift worker. I work in healthcare and I do 12-hour shifts and I have an hour commute. It's a little over an hour right now, one way for me from this house. The new commute is going to be about 25 minutes, so that's really nice. It's gonna save me a lot of time. So even though my mortgage payment will be going up a little bit, really, I think that it's gonna be worth it. I'm excited to be a little bit closer to work, do all of the things in the new house that I would like to do, and save that money on the wear and tear on my vehicle, and make it a little easier on me physically just to keep up doing this third shift schedule like I have. Next thing is the power bill for this house. I budgeted $175 and came in at $162.08. Little under there is nice. Budgeted $40 for my water bill, came in at $34.86. Internet is Starlink here, that's $99 as always. My gym membership at Planet Fitness, $23.06 as always. This I probably will eventually cancel once I get settled into the new house because there is not a Planet Fitness near there. But because I am doing some bathroom renovations in the new place, I'm actually gonna hang on to this gym membership because there is a Planet Fitness near my work. So if they're working on the bathrooms in my house and I need to take a shower before work, I can actually use my gym membership and go in, take a shower before work while I get all of my renovations done at the new place. Gas for my car, I had budgeted $250, but I came in under here at $188.65. This is mainly because I did take a week off of work in January. The boyfriend came over from Sweden, so I took a week off just to have some extra time to spend with him. Groceries and household, I budgeted $500 and blew it again. I came in at almost $750, but I do not care whatsoever. The boyfriend was here from Sweden. We ate out a whole lot and it was something that I don't usually do a bunch, so no regrets whatsoever. This was money well spent on experiences. CLT parking, this is parking at the airport in Charlotte when I went to pick him up and drop him back off when he went back to Sweden. House stuff, I spent a few dollars, $40.58, just getting a few things around the house here that I could leave out when the home was being shown. So I bought just a few little things to help with the staging of this house, and I guess it worked, y'all, because the house was listed for one single day and I had multiple offers after one day of listing. Couldn't believe it. Next after that, I had to pay my annual car taxes for the new car. That was $200.60. Shark part, I broke a part on my Shark vacuum and rather than replace the whole thing, I just bought the part that I needed. That was $120.80. Rings, I saw a couple rings that I liked on Etsy and I bought them. I had some extra money, so yeah, I spent $816.34 on rings on Etsy. No regrets. Amazon, I spent $110.41 there. This was mostly vitamins and whey protein, things that I needed. This was not house spending yet. I will likely do a lot of house spending once I get settled into the new place, so prepare yourself. I'm sure the Amazon budget in February is going to be crazy. Car washes, we did have some snow in the area and You know, I just wanted to get all of that salt and stuff off the car when the weather got better. So I did spend $22 on car washes in January. Yes, I could have washed the car myself, but it's cold and I wanted the car washes that would clean off the undercarriage of the car to get all of that salt off of there. So I had to run it through a car wash to do that. Rollo boarding. I did have Rollo boarded for a while the home was getting prepared to be shown and while it was on the market for that one day, because obviously he would not appreciate strangers coming in and out of the house. And also it did me absolutely no good to try to clean the house with him still here, getting everything dirty. So I did have to board him for a little while, and that was helpful just to help get this house ready to be shown. Home appraisal. This was for the appraisal for the house that I am buying. I paid for that. That was $650. I also did a home inspection on the new house, and that was $735. So that's just the cost of doing business when you're buying a house. It was well worth the money for the inspection, and the appraisal is just part of the process. So it is what it is. Budgeted $3,300 for January and actually spent $4,680.51. I always go over from my budgeted column to the actual column. If it's not just something that I see that I want, then it's things that I forget to budget for. You know, stuff always comes up, so I always end up going over in the bills and spending category. Next category I have is debt. Thankfully, this is down to one single debt left. I only have my car payment, and that payment was $500 as usual. Came in on target there. Let's see where the balance currently sits for the car. Here we are. This is looking at the February tab for 2022. I keep track of the balances of my debts here, and this is what the balances of those debts are as of the 1st of February. So this reflects the payment that I made in January. My interest rate on the car is 1.98%. I made a $500 payment, so I only lost $47.25 to interest. And since we are only 1 month through 2022, then it's the same as far as my year-to-date totals so far to debt. I've only put $500. I'm a little bit torn about whether or not I'm going to actually pay off my car when I get moved to the new house. I would love to be debt-free, don't get me wrong, but this interest rate is super low on that car, and I'm debating on doing some major things to the new house. The main thing is building a garage with an apartment above it that I could potentially rent out for some rental income. If I choose to do that, that is going to cost me a lot of money. And if I do that, then I will likely not have enough money left over to just pay off the balance of my car all in one go. But we'll see how that shakes out. Obviously, I can't get an estimate for what building that garage apartment would cost me until I actually get into the house. Coming back over to January here, let's take a look at the favorite section of my budget. This is my investing and fire tracking portion of my budget. And really, if there's anything that separates my budget out from most of the ones that I see that are this kind of Google Sheets style on YouTube, as far as I'm aware, I think I'm the only one that actually tracks my investing accounts inside my monthly budget every single month. But y'all, this is my favorite section of the budget because it allows me to see the overall progress that I'm making. I'm not just focusing on my monthly income and monthly expenditures. I am also focusing on my monthly investing, all within one spreadsheet here. So y'all can see that I have all of my investing accounts listed over here. I've got a taxable account and a Roth IRA with M1. I haven't contributed to either one of those in January. This column E over here is where I keep track of the balances in my accounts. And y'all, January has been a rough month for the markets. And if you've been following me for a while, then you know in my taxable account with M1, I have a speculative growth slice that is mostly made up of ARC funds and Hyliion. And if you happen to be following either of those, then you know that slice of my M1 pie, I am absolutely getting slaughtered. But that's fine. I'm just holding. I'm not selling. I would love to buy more, and I may if the markets are still down when I get moved and I have some extra money to throw into the markets, then I may be doing some major investing here in the next few months. we'll see how that goes. My Roth IRA, I haven't funded yet for 2022. That's another thing that I could do with the extra money that I am getting from selling this house. So I probably will do that. I just need to wait for everything to shake out. Fidelity, this $25 was accounting for the 2% cashback rewards that I get with my Fidelity card, but again, that's not going to get paid out to me until the 1st of February, so nothing there for Fidelity. Coinbase is my crypto account, didn't contribute to that. That is also way down from where it was. It's just under $800, and it was at one point like $1,300 or so. Lastly, here is my work-sponsored retirement account, my 403b. I like to keep track of how much is going in here every single month. I budgeted $400 for my contributions, came in pretty close there at $402.94, and I budgeted $225 for my employer match, also pretty close. That came in at $230.26. So totals for my investing section down here, I'd budgeted $650, but came in a little under at $633.20. Another reason I really like this section of my spreadsheet is because of this section over here. This keeps track of my savings rate for the month and also my am I fi yet, meaning am I financially independent yet. My personal goal is to get to 1.2 million invested. Now, if you happen to download this budget spreadsheet and use it for yourself, you can change the formula if you want. It's very easy to do that. If you click the box here, you can see that I just have my portfolio value here divided by 1.2 million. That gives me the percentage that I am towards my financial independence number. So if you want to change whatever your FIRE number is, you can do that up here. As for me, I am 11.7% of the way to $1.2 million. The portfolio is sitting right at $140,000. The highest that I have seen this portfolio was $156,000. So it's definitely down recently, but that's fine. It's just more buying opportunities, guys. And my savings rate for the month is pretty abysmal, really, but I am hoarding cash as much as I can because of the home buying and selling situation. I just wanted to have plenty of money on hand to have available for closing costs and for renovations and appliances that I need to buy for the new house, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of expenses associated with moving. So I needed to keep as much cash on hand as possible, which means that I did not invest very much for the month considering the income that I had. So my savings right here is only 6.49% for the month, but I have left over about $3,950 and I am going to roll that over into February. So that is just extra cash for me to have on hand during this whole process of moving. All right, y'all, that covers it for the January 2022 budget. Again, if you like the cut of my jib, you like the look of the budget spreadsheet that I use, then check the description box down below or the first pinned comment. I will have the link to my Ko-Fi site where you can get that budget spreadsheet downloaded for free, and you can check out the other spreadsheets that I have there as well. I am definitely going through some big life changes. That has been the story for me for the last couple years, if we're being honest, and I just keep rolling with it and trying to make the best of things. It's been an interesting journey for me here the last couple of years, that's for sure. And as always, FIRE has remained my focus. I am trying to do my best to get there. The journey isn't perfect, y'all know this, but none of us are getting out of here perfect on our FIRE journeys, so it's fine. But if you appreciate me sharing the journey, if you get inspiration from watching other people reach for FIRE, then leave me a like down below. Comment and let me know how January went for you, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.